Alrighty, here we go. Pearl to start things off in this best of 5 grand final. As we take a look, nothing too shocking here on the side of PRX. We do have something on the Jet, Jing on that Phoenix. No changes from what we saw from Global Zipto either. Kelly S on that Vice is somebody who needs to be taken care of by PRX if they want to have success, because he was looking so damn good yesterday.
Yeah, even though there were certain moments that Global Zipto had the numbers disadvantage, they had the gun disadvantage as well. They're ready to press that steel garden trigger to make sure that they're able to take control of the site. And we get to see a lot of smiles on everybody's faces over here on the first map of the day. Super excited to see how this grand finals is going to go.
Alrighty, well, barriers are getting ready to drop as we take a look. Seeming like full ghost purchase here for the side of PRX on the defense to start. Just Tara on her lonesome over at B. Lion's share of Global, though, getting ready to push out in towards mid.
Might be an R challenge. Oh. And they leave.
And just a quick little peek out. Maybe lurking, Crystal sliding in towards the doors. Turret is not set up here for contact, so is just going to be a blind face in. Little bit of damage going to be taken there by Crystal. Does manage to backpedal, though. Down to 75. In the meantime, Jing tucked away inside Art. Curveball at the ready, sat behind box. Recon sent. Flash goes out. They went into each other, and that's just going to be a quick little takedown coming through. Something finding one, Forsaken getting another. 3 kills found now, just Poppy and Crystal, the 2 deadliest players, however, on Global Zipto, still left alive, but a little bit more damage taken from the turret as Crystal falls down to 33. Something on a rotation coming in from the flank, doesn't push up in towards window quite just yet. Thinks about it, expecting them to push out towards him.
This is going to be a Poppy versus Kohai 1v1.
Swings in, finds the instant headshot. Call to rotate towards A, however, not being made. This does open up an opportunity for Crystal to now try to find the plant, as Poppy will be found. Tara just getting a timing, catching him there inside of that cosmic form. Plant coming through now with just a couple seconds remaining. PRX should be realizing this now, as the spike does go down. Crystal, his work cut out for him. 33 HP, a Sheriff, and a Recon. Can he get the clutch?
That is the question here. Already pushed up to CT. Process of elimination.
Slow push up. Crystal just holding the angle, wanting to be able to kite back quickly as he can. Spots out one, spotted the other. Immediately tucks away. Recon, go ahead, try to confirm. Whittled away yet even further, and Tara will get it done. Not allowing for the clutch to come through. The defuse will come in. PRX will go ahead and pick up the pistol round victory here on Pearl.
That was still super duper sweaty for both of these teams. I mean, Crystal, on a Sheriff, you gotta still definitely respect that. But at the end of the day, you know, we got to see Tara on a couple of the previous maps have to clutch on a 1v1 scenario, and she just delivers that important pistol win. But yeah, it has been a bit of a lot of these big 1v1s and isolated fights leading up to this final play. And that's a good PRX pistol round win.
Narrow margins. I mean, seeing who the last 2 players are and then the last player at the end of it all has definitely got to be striking some fear into your hearts there. But they do well to get across the finish line. For now, though, similar scenes. A little bit of change-ups. Kohai be the one swapping over towards Art as Crystal with a push in. Does manage to get a shot off there to Jing, but he's not going to be able to find the kill. Wall raised up. Blocking off some vision, looking to try to slow him up. Lexi eats a decent amount of damage, but does find a great headshot there on a Forsaken. Puts down the Sova. Swap over onto the Sheriff. Jing, however, able to find one curveball in towards mid. Lexi down to 4 HP. Jing going to be stunned up, but still just tucked away, holding onto that Spectre. Ready to mow players down. Now the push comes in from Kohai. Jing pushing forward, swaps to the Classic, finds the 4-piece. Gets to run it back online as we go into PRX's bonus. We're up 2-0.
Yep, and Jing building up to the run it back even for this following round. It all started with the big swap in position over here by Doors. Jing able to just mow everybody down alongside Gohaibi on the opposite side of the map. But here we go. Let's see how Global is able to take this bonus. As it's pretty scary. A lot of Spectre still in the hands of PRX.
Spectre with a run it back behind it. That could be a very deadly combo here. As Shock Dart try to start things off. The ult now going to be popped. Jing rushing forward, seeking a target. Everybody immediately backpedaling. You see the Cloudburst just getting thrown willy-nilly as they panic scatter. And ultimately, Jing will snap back over towards the A site.
Big respect, especially on a Spectre. And right now, you want to double back onto A. It is still again a stack onto mid. Lots of control there. We've seen Aneri hold her own in a lot of these 1v1s on the lurk. But alongside that, Poppy is going to be with her as well.
It seems like they're still messing around with the idea of this, but Spike's being shifted. Maybe just the approach through art. It might just be the full cut across the link in towards B here. We'll see. Stack coming through. Jing at the ready, waiting for Forsaken to send the word. Recon goes out. There's the swing. Gets a headshot onto Alexi. Cannot confirm the kill, but Forsaken's able to pick up two. Neri, Alexi both going to be taken down. Lobs in that shock dart. Goes for a follow-up, but ultimately not too much extra damage going to be found. Terra, however, now lingering forward. Right here, catching Crystal right as the util gets out of his hands. Can't redraw the weapon. He gets taken down already. A very bad anti-bonus for the side of Global Zipto. As something arrives, Spike gets planted, but immediately Kellyus gets taken down, and now Poppy's position is going to be confirmed. Finds a headshot onto one, but there's just far too much work to be done. Cannot make it happen. And as they get ready to scoop up some weapons, get the defuse, PRX will find a bonus conversion to start things off.
It's the art problem indeed. They've been trying to challenge this area constantly, but the curveball alongside Forsaken in that area has been quite deadly. We see Alexi being able to get at least that one tap before everything else falls, but at the end of the day, PRX is able to just whittle down their numbers with the Sheriff alone. And Tara with an amazing read and timing as well, and everything else is just, you know, falling apart. PRX, they know that the problem is going to be the post plan of Global Zipto with the Astra and the Vice in play, but they don't even get to plant the spike to begin with, then PRX really doesn't have to worry about anything else.
Well, I love the synergy here from PRX. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on the kills, just going down the list. As Jing off to a good start here on that Phoenix. Rush play coming through the Alexi, able to get in on top of Kohibi, takes it down, but Jing now trying to peel off some of that pressure, sets up the wall, falls low, will be eliminated though. As Global Zipto looking to reply and get themselves on the board with a Thrifty. Some nice weapons now recovered. A reposition from something, so looks all the way out in towards long. As Forsaken just blindly swings out, taking the fight. Maybe not ready for there to be so many players still stacked up here in Link. Same thing happens to Terra. They fall, and now they suspect that the operator is going to be on this side of the map. So they start to double back and rotate over towards A, just not really even giving something the opportunity here.
Process of elimination. 3 players has peaked from Link, so most likely it's going to be a populated B by just that one person.
Spike planted.
Poppy's going to fall, but Spike already there and the post plant's already available.
Yeah, this is already still so very good. Crystal wanting to try to take the operator out of the hands here of something, do as much damage as they possibly can. Can still afford another one going into the next round, so if he does lose it, it's not going to be the worst case scenario, but he's absolutely losing it. And Crystal, oh no. Oh, that's Vidania. Goes, oh, look at he beefs it! How does this happen? He's beefed the kill! Can't get the knife. Something survives with 2 HP. The spike's gonna go off. And Crystal's gotta be feeling a bit foolish there. Oh dear. Something. Yeah, you can't win the battle, not in this round, but you've certainly won the mental war against Crystal.
That was, yeah, that was definitely something. As the attempt to take away. Let's see that POV.
I just don't get it.
Me too. 2 HP.
All right, well,
Yep.
we're having some fun. We're getting silly nice and early, I guess.
Yep.
Either way, thrifty round victory for Global Zipto to get themselves on the board. Still an open play though. Forsaken saying, okay, the best kills that I've gotten have been with the Sheriff so far, so I'm just gonna keep using that.
Absolutely.
You want
And
to fight it?
now actually pushed up. But with that signals, Cosmic Divide, it's gonna be a B hit.
No target block.
So swift. Absolutely monstrous there from Alexi. Now just going to be zoned back as they have to wait out the ultimate. Shock Dart. Deep flood forward in towards Hall. Looks like Global Zipto completely won control of the entire site here.
Well divided.
Alexi finding another Jing going to be taken down. Hunter's Fury now opened up. Crystal hunting for a target is rewarded with one as Terra will fall. And immediately something just backpedaling, trying to escape once again to hold on to the operator. As this time they don't quite have the cash for it, so he's gonna just continue to scatter across the map, try to keep this one intact as best as humanly possible. But that's gonna be Global now closing it down to just a 1-round gap.
Careful.
Yeah, it does feel like the approach from avoiding art entirely feels like the best approach so far. Having to just group up as an entire stack to attack a lot of these sites, and to overwhelm it with force has been, you know, 2 rounds in a row working out for Global Zipto. It's not, I'm not really exactly expecting a lot of these defaults on this map, especially when you have to try and scout for where the operator is going to be coming from.
Yeah, it is a change up here. He's been positioned on that B site for the previous 2 rounds. Something now looking to go maybe solo deep push up towards A. The star is thrown down though. As Recon as well, similarly, trying to keep him zoned back, but Tailwind at the ready. Kelly's, oh, the elbow spotted. Kelly's won't have seen anything at all, and oh, he catches him right in the midriff. That's a very solid opening kill coming through. As PRX not wanting for Global to try to get things tied up. But do they suspect that Alexi is tucked away? Tailwind now expired. It's a dangerous swing for either side. In the meantime, speaking of swings, and Eri swinging through the double doors. Head gets taken off. Jing fast on the punish. Now 2-player advantage as slow creep up. Something was not anticipating this at all. Alexi is able to draw one back.
Great patience coming from Alexi there, hoping, you know, knowing what the other Jet player is probably about to do, and now the circle back onto B with only that single star as a way to just create that gap, and Tara might play around the smoke and reposition. They gotta
30 seconds
check
left.
very closely.
Khan does have to get pinged there, and Tara, yeah, gonna be caught there trying to go for the star. Solid rush across, but now Hunter's Fury coming through from Forsaken. Seeking target, tags not quite connecting there, but now run it back also in play. Challenge in towards Hall, and immediately Jing just deals with the rest of them. 3 quick pivots, 3 quick kills. Jing goes crazy on the run it back, and PRX will once again stretch the lead up by 2.
That's some crazy value right there on the run it back. In a split second, finds the 3. But it all started with a lot of these, you know, isolated picks across the map, and then Jing just immediately with a beautiful transfer.
Just
Happy
a light
about that one
giggle.
for sure. Yep.
Another day in the, another day of work here for Jing. 10-4-2 so far on this Phoenix. Something once again with an op, but now Alexi has one on the attacking side, looking to contend against him. Let's see if anyone gives Alexi a solid first target. So far, just a slow creep up in towards Art. No one too nearby, but Forsaken's actually rotating into position. Ooh, jump beacon does get clipped. Solid shot here from Alexi, puts him down to 48 health.
Already have. But that's a lot of invested members onto Link. Now the approach might go for... Not just yet. They can't find anything. PRX wants to constrict space.
Jing, maybe with an opportunity to try to find a catch here. Kelly's, ooh, just turns away. The worst possible moment, right as Jing strikes. Kill immediately found, and once again now, player disadvantage to the side of Global Zipto. Shot cuts out once again. They'll turn their sights in towards A. Forsaken set up on the site, first line of defense, but had previously been chipped away at. Only at 48 HP. Holding close on the corner as the swing gets ready to come. Push up. Alexi taken down. The op unable to find the shot. Recon up over the top. Position. There you go. Now they swing out of the smoke. Do get the double ping, and something makes his presence known over from main. Time is ticking. 4 seconds remaining. Has to go for the plant. Now they've absolutely missed it. The opportunity is just not going to be there. As the round is over, PRX will look to take everything away from them. Crystal holding his ground for a little bit longer. Cannot get the plant money. Will be able to at least carry over a weapon, but that is now 5 rounds locked in for PRX.
Yeah, the rest of Global Zipto were falling down like dominoes one by one as the timer was progressing. Again, couldn't find anyone from Art, only able to clip something, or rather Forsaken, for just a little bit, but unable to identify where the operator player was going to be coming from. I like this from PRX. They're just overwhelming them, and now they're back to eco for Global Zipto.
Take flight.
Still no timeout seen. Just taking it nice and slow here is Jing. Well, position noted, has to back away. Thorns to slow up, but yeah, with that recon ping getting across there onto Alexi, has to exit. Gets knocked down to 45. For Jing, still an opportunity even to heal.
Right here.
Hot hands is available.
No chance.
Okay. Forsaken just moving forward, finding the shot. Alexi going to be taken down. Just brutality here. It's PRX. Like I said, I think they very much want the victory here today. After the somewhat embarrassing loss the first time around during the group stage. Thornstorm down, zones Jing back off the corner. Global still trying to work their way forward here into the B site. Rotation now beginning from something, working his way across.
30 seconds left.
Mary leading the charge, just getting ripped to shreds. I believe she's maybe walking across the molly. Yeah, hot hands, I believe, have been lobbed in. Jing on the swing, going to be taken down. Poppy with a solid headshot. Doesn't find one. Kelly clean him up, comes up with another, but something. And just joining alongside Tara, getting the team ace. Everyone contributing to the win as PRX lock in a sixth round victory here in this first half.
I can't even count how many times this operator has been brought through round for round in a very
And a lot of it comes down to that attempt at the knife, not being able to secure that kill. Crystal, you know, trying to just be cheeky with it, allows him to hold on to that operator more and more, continue to rack up money to the point where he now has one every single round. And he continues to find at least a kill every single time.
Revealing area.
Once again, though, looking like they might end up pushing in towards him. Tucks back to avoid the recon. Lexi creeps across. Gets up close. Very narrow line that something is playing on here. And if he hits this shot, then good God, especially through a nebula. So quick pop should be suspicious. So Lexi is just around the corner and something starts to reposition just a bit.
Right here.
Ping's coming down. They're anticipating him here. If the swing comes through, it could be a leg shot, which wouldn't quite kill here onto Alexi. We'll see. For now, just going to be a bit of a stalemate. Neither wanting to swing too far forward.
Well, something's alone. I mean, there's Jing nearby, but when he falls, it's going to be quite an open sight. Now they've gathered. They need to cross.
5 players about to push in. He's got the tailwind. Oh, he goes in aggressively. Tries to draw the shorty. I mean, that is a something play if ever I've seen one. But one that cost him dearly. Swing out, curveball. Not going to be delivering enough there for Jing.
30 seconds
Smattering of
left.
damage, perhaps, but no. Widely just
planted.
onto Crystal. What was
Last
taken there
player
from the
standing.
shorties. Alexi's able to find a third. Tara going to be taken down. Now it's all on Kohivi in this round. A slow bake here from the side of Global. One that is very well cooked at the end. Slow things down, and they're able to go ahead and get themselves a third round victory in the half.
Patience is a virtue here for Global Zip, though. It's that big stack again, the overwhelming force. Sometimes it's one of those things where it's okay to... Sometimes you avoid the operator, sometimes you just overwhelm them with numbers, and that big of a timing really pressured something to enter and do something. Now, just one single rifle on the side of Forsaken. Global Zip are going to be happy about that one. One off on the Cosmic Divide, and as well as the Hunter's Fury, so it's going to be really interesting to see what happens in this round.
Scanning ahead.
Once again, a slow up here. I think Global very wary that PRX will look to try to up the pace after that round gets away from them. A couple shots out. Terra able to dodge those outlaw bullets. Damage not taken would have certainly been death. As there's the reveal and Forsaken kind of getting baited in for the peak. Crystal just takes his head off. As orb pickup goes through. Poppy now. Cosmic Divide online.
Alone.
Smoke about the having to back away. Here's the Cosmic Divide is going to be sent.
It's going to be a retake instead. They do have the lockdown to flush everybody else over here, but they're already on site.
Something still waiting to join in. Hot hands thrown down. Looking to try to zone back. Alexia. Glimpse does come through. Knows that she's going to be tucked into the corner. And Jing is able to find that elimination. Getting the weapon going to be a bit of a different story. Tries to go for it with a run it back. But Crystal, quick with the outlaw shot. Is able to take him down. Finds a follow-up. Terra going to fall. Something eliminated. Only finding one with the dives. Now the 2v3. Attempts available. But as they swoop out, Poppy will be able to find Jing. The cleanup will look good. Kohabi with just a frenzy. Tucked back around the corner. Looking to see if she can do any kind of additional damage here, but Kelly, yes, creeping forward will go ahead and make sure that none survive. Global Zipto, once again, just 2 rounds away as they look to try to tie it up at a 6-6 half.
Beautifully done by Global Zipto, even though it was that big eco on the side of PRX. Global is still able to just transition a lot of these important weapons as they've not been exactly having the best early game. Now Steel Garden available. Hunter's Fury as well. They can just basically take away the buy round of PRX over here at the 11th round, but they gotta worry about this big lockdown that is able to slow down the pace or retake.
Well, at long last for Global, a round where they don't have to be concerned about an operator. Something. Garnering quite a bit of information, though, for the team. Deep push up towards Club. Nothing going to be spotted on this B side of the map. They have the alarm bot as well situated at double doors.
Spike dropped.
So PRX feeling confident and cozy to be able to lean some players back over towards this A side for a quick crunch. But drone coming through. Crystal, is he wise to this? He's peeking out. The drone not looking, not checking this position. Something now on the hunt, considering rushing forward, but Crystal's already evacuated.
The stars are lined up onto A. If they want to rush in, they gotta bait that out before anything else, but the Steel Garden might do the trick.
Placement. Multiple players, yeah, at risk, having to back away. Forsaken. Like, will get caught. Kel went forward here. Lexi taking some space, swings out. Tara, however, able to shut him down.
30 seconds left.
Goes for the concuss, jump over into the side of the plant, now going to be coming through, but lockdown invested here from Kohabi. The Hunter's Fury out in response, but immediately the shooting gallery. Now the spike is on the floor. Crystal trying to provide covering fire, but instead finds himself zoned away from the rest of the squad, fully flashed up and taken down. As Jing find himself another multi-kill round, it's going to be a flawless for PRX to get the retake here on the site. Now, potential for an 8-4 half.
That was a little bit hard for that big follow-up. I mean, Alexi was able to dodge through the entire setup of, you know, Tara's stars, but at the end of the day, they're a bit held back by the gravity well and everything else. So it was just so hard that Alexi was alone, all alone for a lot of the time. PRX though, happy about that one. Unafraid about the Steel Garden. Now they have bigger guns and bigger shields.
Oh, and something. Lone defender of B is immediately going to be dealt with. Crystal not happy with how the previous round went, so immediately rushes forward, finds that value, finds that kill, but Cosmic Divide proactively used here from Terra just to try to prevent the attack here onto the site. Going forward, able to spot out onto 2. Lexi rotating to the side, dodges the shock dart. Keeps herself safe, but widely, Global Zipto content to just stay put.
Right here.
Keeping things nice and quiet.
Jet denying information. Smoke about to expire. That will be their go signal to enter the site.
Deploying drone.
Drone leading the way. This will be her. Jing slowly creeping back through. Link getting ready. Arriving here on the site. Stars set up. Ivy ready, waiting to try to clear the recon. Ends up coming out from the opposite side. Jing, I believe, might have connected onto one. Jing sends out the curveball, swings onto the corners, and will find one. And area going to be taken down immediately. The run it back is popped. Crystal going to be taken down from behind, and now it's just Poppy. Last one standing, and he's already gone. 8-4 on the half. PRX looking damn strong here on the defense.
Switching
Got
sides.
4-round gap between Global Zipto having to have used up all of the ultimates at the very last round, and they're able to get value off of that, cause panic and disarray against Global Zipto. But of course, let's take a...
Alrighty, it's now time to go into the second half here. 4-round stretch lead for the side of PRX. Global Zipto needing to find a pistol win to try to get themselves back into a solid enough position here. Jumpstart that economy now that they move over onto the defending side. 19-7-5 though. Jing with an incredible performance so far.
Oh yeah. Super scary to think about, especially when he has run it back. His level of danger just goes up an entire level. But it is a slow and start. Now a fast execute onto B.
Now rushing forward. Fun fact, 1975, Sliggy's birth year. He's an old man. But PRX now in control of the site. Wide open plant here for Forsaken. Just getting the spike down on the floor. And Nebula's widely just holding back. Tara not quite ready for Poppy to come peeking. Does end up getting caught off guard. Now it falls to Kohibi. Knowing that there's going to be 2, trying to pressure her out of this position. Swing on the corner, and Poppy's going to be good for the second. Something tagged down low. Back, kites back, tries to play off of this Molly. Does manage to survive for a little bit longer.
One enemy remaining.
So very low, taken down as it now falls to Forsaken. Will end up getting swept up here into the Poppy Storm. 3K from the Astra. They'll pass over the Diffuse, just trying to fast track towards that Cosmic Divide, and Global Zipto get the pistol that they so desperately needed.
Yeah, you gotta love the fact that they were just fine trying to give up position onto that link, and after that it was pretty much that big standard 5-man retake onto the site. They were just overwhelming PRX from practically everywhere, and it was just a clean retake by Global Zipto.
Yeah, 2 players in position, trying to hold down that link spot, just not really able to find the value that was needed. Very solid from Poppy Chulo to just go ahead and find those frags off the rip. Looks like similarly though, PRX just getting ready to let her rip. They're going for a force buy, which is something that they very rarely do in VCT, but they're sending it here now. Tripwire does get popped in area here at tower. A couple shots ringing out. Don't know that they've necessarily confirmed the weaponry here in the hands of PRX quite just yet.
Let the spray down though.
We'll find one, something trying to rush forward. Everybody stacked up as Jing nearly finds so much value, but in the blink of an eye, they do end up falling to the wayside. This force buy not delivering much at all. I mean, HP bars are low. They'll force them, you know, actually maybe a couple re-armors here with the regens, but only getting the singular elimination. That is going to hurt here for PRX as their economy now gets slid back even further.
Yeah, a little bit in shambles here. PRX, they definitely wanted to catch Global Zipto by surprise, get that rush on the board, and play a bit more close range with a lot of the weapons that they were able to buy. Even though Global Zipto was pretty much stacked up, it was still not enough. The Guardian shots, the headshots were just much, much faster than the spray downs. And now PRX, just as you said, now having to play from the back ends here with a bunch of stingers once more.
Came over the top, just trying to see what they can spot out. Something. Solo lurk. Gets his way in through double doors, but nothing spotted. Just taking a quick Quick little shot clearing out the camera. Once again, though, PRX just looking to send it on this B site.
Revealing area.
Shock Dart clears out the trip. Recon checks into hallway. And once again, site relatively for free here for PRX. But the question, once again, is can they actually defend this? Can they pull off a post plan? Hunter's Fury is going to be online. Gives them maybe a little bit more opportunity. As Alexi swinging around the back, something just sat here. Here's the footsteps and finds the headshot. Guardian now going to be in hand as well. Fury. Shots flying through. Crystal taken low. Backpedals. Just wait for some of those regen shields to kick back in. And then not going to be too healthy. But Kelly swings into Halls. Able to find one. Something with the Guardian. Takes down Poppy. But now Kaipi's dead. And it's all on something. Tries to readjust, but just can't quite line him up. And between all of them, 22 HP. But it's 3 players surviving. Another force up here from PRX getting shattered, brushed aside, and now 1 round separating, being tied up.
The lead that PRX was able to build up in the first half is now crumbling down on the second half after buys after buys. And the attempts were there. And now Global Zipto, just as you said, a combination of 24 HP. They were just so close to cleaning up, but not quite. Despite Alexi falling into the hands of something and having control over on long. But PRX, they've got the firepower now this time around. Things could be potentially different.
Some firepower, but
My ultimate's ready.
still just needing maybe a slight change here in the game plan. Push forward or will be taken. Jing, run it back now available, but up on the opposite team here as Alexi has that in hand. And is slowly creeping up B long. Multiplayer stack getting ready to clash here. Creeping their way forward. Tara, first one, and actually wins out the fight.
I have the spike.
Alexi not giving the opportunity to fire off that weapon, ends up getting taken down. And once again, B site going to be wide open this time with a player advantage for the side of PRX.
Operator not going to get picked up by any of the players from PRX. They're going to be satisfied with the rifles that they have for this post plant. Bring everything down. Pre-firing, but Crystal wins that against Jing.
Sprays out, finds one, means to run it back. Not available here to try to defend the site. Drone going to be cleared out. Should have spotted multiple players, and Kelly S is able to find something. Suddenly, advantages there for the side of Global. Mary creeping forward, pushing up, finding Kohibi, flushes him out, finds Forsaken. Now it's all on Tara, finds the first 2. Still so much work to be done, and almost gets there. Needing the ace to clutch, but will be shut down at the end. And Neri on the opposite side with 3 kills of her own. Gets things tied up at 8-8.
That was spicy stuff there. That felt like an almost transfer and could have been a clutch ace. It was so close. These shots from Tara was probably leaving Global Zipto sweating a little bit, but Aneri with the multi-frags as well as the retake was happening dealt a lot of work against PRX. And again, Jing there unfortunately falling without being able to use the run it back. Maybe this time it's gonna work. Lots of half shields, but now it's even. The lead has disappeared.
Recovering it.
That it has completely evened up. Still no timeout calls here. Kohibi able to find a massive target though as Poppy aggressively pushing up out of A. He's going to be shut down there by the Killjoy on the opposite side of the map. Full push though, getting ready to go her way. As Alexi noting multiple other players. Kohibi sat here, ready, waiting, finds the first, looks for that second, that third. Can't quite make it happen, but will still be able to put Kelly S down low. Alexi going to be flushed out, caught there at Halls as something. Gets into position. Swings out, and Harry looking for the readjustment, cannot make it happen. It seems like PRX finally breaking this loss streak as something spots an op on the ground, says, ooh, a piece of candy.
For free. Unfortunately, PRX has been avoiding Kelly S's setup for the entirety of the second half. No one wants to walk across a lot of these thorny spikes over here. And the fact that, again, it has been a constant B attack. All they gotta do is clear these tripwires. Everything will be clear. It's just that post plant that has been a bit difficult against Global Zipto. But if you whittle away their numbers before that even happens, then they don't have anything much to worry about.
Yeah, this one very much coming down to Kohibi being able to find that opening pick, keeping that attention paid on the opposite side of the map. As PRX, though, I mean, this is just one round one. They're only up by one at this point. Global being able to get 4 consecutive to start off this half still has to have them sweating quite a bit. This is still very much anyone's map.
Yes, this should do.
Cardin still available here for Kelly S. Neri. The Neurostep at the ready. Let's see what the call ends up being here for PRX. As Jing creeping forward, not quite playing Pac-Man. Thought he was just going to be going for the grab on the orb here. Instead, gets passed over to just go ahead and
Concealment.
maybe get Kohibi the ult online or get her closer. Wall raised. Jing just backpedals off the angle.
Are able to identify. Again, it is going to be Kelly S constantly being onto A. So far, they're able to spot out the operator players, something lingering around being long, but the call is still going to be similar to Sunset after these past few days. A little bit of B simulator over here onto Pearl, and they're going to give up the site entirely and possibly do a 5-man retake.
Alright, backpedaled away here. Crystal, no, never mind. Actually refills space just behind the screen here. Swings out and something gets his head taken off. Crystal, so thank you very much, and instantly snaps on for another. Jing destroyed. Spike still not planted. Time ticking here. As now the Hunter's Fury looks to go ahead and interrupt. Recon going to be sent, but Forsaken is getting clipped, getting tracked in all of this chaos. Forsaken trying to dodge out. It's actually Kohibi who ends up getting caught by the Hunter's Fury. So a 3rd kill here. As Crystal on for yet another ace. And Neri will take it away from him. I believe it would have been his 3rd of this tournament. But we are now tied up 9-9.
We talked about that 5-man retake, and Crystal's like, nope, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take up a bit of space here and land these nasty shots that enabled that victory for Global Zipto. Couldn't even plant the spike, had the Hunter's Fury at the end. You mentioned that Forsaken was dodging for the entirety of that ult and has managed to find Kohibi in the process. Nope, Forsaken, you're not my targets. Actually, Kohibi. And now it's back to even again.
Well, something now. Looking to storm his way forward, jumps up over the top, spots out a player here. Knows that there's got to be more. Now confirmed presence as updraft comes through. Lexi able to keep themselves alive, and Crystal swings in for the rescue. It's just a meat grinder here on the A site. Player after player spilling forth, getting cut down as Global Zipto now take the lead 10-9.
Beautiful coverage from the players of Global Zipto. Cloudburst as the additional distraction of try and trade off of Alexi, but Poppy was there for the cover. And things were just falling apart one by one on the side of PRX. Back to Eco. Bunch of sheriffs on their plates. They've got the Cosmic Divide to slice the map in half. But again, the switch from Global Zipto to put Kelly S onto B instead. It's a very interesting switch up for Global.
Jing getting pinged, wanting to try to maybe grab this orb. Full flash does connect there onto Alexi, not going for the timing shot. Does opt to just back away. The ramp up here in play from Global Zipto has been absolutely palpable, but also reminiscent of that opening game on Split. 8-4 half here on Pearl. It was a 9-3 on that Split. That got away from PRX. Now Forsaken spotted dead. Alexi quick to go ahead and collect it. Pressure's still not coming through on the flank as there's 4 players set up on this side of the map. And there he does get taken down. A potential weapon handed over, but no, Crystal swings in. He's able to go ahead and put Jing down. Solid trade out from something. Keeps the numbers close. HP bars, however, absolutely wrecked for the moment.
That is go
pressure now on Kohibi to try to open things up here as Poppy will end up falling. Kohibi able to find that kill, gets another. Swaps the weapons out, rotates to grab the spike.
Got the spike.
The 1v1, Kelly S rotating all the way around from the back. Turret not spotting, it's set up there in window. Just slowly, steadily making his way forward. Kohibi trying to assess every single place here on this site, every inch. Make sure that
10 seconds left.
she chooses the right place to plant. Does so here at back sight, but the push out in towards flowers right as Kelly S swings across.
No way.
Dodging out the vision. Not spotting anything at all. As Kohibi's just hunting towards the opposite side. Tucks back. The swing in towards Secret. It's gonna have to really take the headshot here, but pulls off the angle. Sends the ult to swap now to the Sheriff.
Thrifty.
And my god, what a thrifty, what a clutch. Kohibi tying it up at 10-10 with an absolutely just gorgeous performance in decision making.
Yep, that was a nail biter. Having to choose by time. You only had, what, 15 seconds on the clock to try check through flowers into Secret. It is that big thrifty. Indeed, they get that extra money off of that round. Bunch of Sheriffs really paid off. Played that beautifully. Big clutch from Kohibi.
Just monstrous. Shock dart descend. Alright, backpedaling there. Smattering of ults available, but okay. Crystal not given any opportunity to participate in this round. Jing just swings out and immediately finds the headshot. Alexi, though, trying to hold the line, comes up with two. Right click, gonna go wide. Kohibi, though, able to go ahead and put it down, but that is still a decent amount of damage dealt. Solid efforts there from Alexi. As the neural theft reveals all. Forsaken Kohibi. Last one's left standing. Forsaken gonna try to go forward to get himself under tower. Be watching it. This angle here for the moment as the Cosmic Divide is going to be coming in. The swoop out. They note each other. Poppy up. Just go ahead and back away.
They know the one.
Cosmic Divide not cutting off anybody, though.
That's true.
This allows them to narrow the options. The swing forward through the wall. Kelly is able to find Forsaken. Kohibi going to be taken down once again. Global Zipto going to establish the lead.
What a close map. And this is just map number 1. Alexi did so well with the knives at play. Didn't get the third, but that's okay. Just dealt a lot of damage. Beginning damage already right off the bat. Despite Jing dealing first blood, opening the map wide open. At the end, Alexi just made things even more winnable in that round.
Now, the back and forth may just continue. Run it back, still available here for Jing. And Crystal just 1 kill away from tying it up against him. And considering how things had started, that is just so damn impressive here for Crystal. Something going to be noted here, the recon not getting cleared quite immediately there. As Operator noticed here on this B site, reposition once again from Alexi, just moving up in towards tower. Something jumps up over the top. Drifts down, spike now, planted behind the box. Looking to try to get themselves out of here, but ooh, that Nebula came up just in time. Cosmic Divide now going to be invested as well here from Tara. Looking to try to make this unassailable. Shock Dart goes forward. Kelly eats a little bit of that damage, down to 77. Still, though, these post plans have been so rough from PRX. They desperately need one here to stop Global Zipto from getting up to map point.
Yeah. Don't want that overtime either. After the lead that they've built, Cosmic Divide expires.
Here.
Joke's over.
Away. Push around and through halls. Run it back now. Getting popped here from Jing. Looking to try to go ahead and move forward. Scout things out. The timer, however, ticking. The spike not being held whatsoever. Swing out starting to come through. Something able to find one. Something finding another. But there's just too much time having been bought. Damn near everybody going to be taken down here. Something and Tara will survive. This is tied up now, 11-11. Global Zipto, this time the ones stumbling a bit on the retake. You know, them having a solid game plan that just ends up getting picked apart. This one, the retake completely just out of their depth, out of their comfort zone there. So I like the timeout call here. Just make sure that you know, slowdown in communication isn't coming through. Still, just 2 rounds away from taking this opening map. But now with that, after that round win, so too is PRX. So pressure has been stacking up for both of these teams. Alexi, maybe looking for a push out, but no, isn't going to go for the wider swing here. So misses out on these 3 players that are slowly creeping up towards Art. Kelly S. jiggling on the corner. Spots out Jing, backs away.
Still has that Arc Rose to set up. Plant that flash. Lots to clear, but they have an idea.
Slow back away. Op still set up on an angle, but no one going to be giving Alexi the time of day here. It's just going to be the wraparound to that B site once again. As you were right when you said they want to avoid Kelly S.'s setups, and well, they spotted him on the A side of the map. They said, well, let's just go to B once more.
And every single time the swap tries to happen for Kelly S, they immediately go to A as well. They really are good at identifying where it is, and now lockdown being placed in.
Rotations can start to come through. Forsaken, spike in hand here for the moment, likely to pass that off to somebody else to get the plant down. Or we'll just move up forward in towards the corner to try to get this. But, I mean, already lockdown has been used. No one detained. Spike now planted. Forsaken needs to get out of there, given that he has the Hunter's Fury online. And now he's just going to be tucked back around the corner now. Shifts his way back towards the pillar. Hot hands at the ready here from Jing. Looking to molly off this access point under tower. Sends it. Poppy going to be the one cut off for the moment as Alexi gets taken down. Something with the Guardian able to find one. Hunter's Fury now going to be opened up as something finds another. Kelly S and Ari all hitting the floor. And now with just 2 players left and no money realistically to speak of here, Crystal, Poppy are likely going to have to try to back away. Poppy's going to be good for 1. Put something on the floor, but in the end, Crystal here with the judge is going to look for some exits. We'll be able to come up with 1, maybe a second. Maybe just around the corner. Tries to sprint out, but Jing will go ahead, turn back to get the elimination. PRX not allowing for that timeout to find success. They get themselves up to map point, but given how this map has been going, Rico, especially in the second half, I will not be too shocked if we get ourselves overtime, which I believe would be the first overtime of this tournament.
Yeah, that's correct. It is definitely a very big possibility. They've been exchanging thrifties here and there throughout this entire map. It has been incredibly intense, but they do have enough money for some a bit of a weaker shield. It's still quite the strong buy alongside Hunter's Fury. This could be another B hit. It is only Alexi guarding that area.
Bulldog, and there's the swing out. Something quick to collect it. And that might just be the beginning of the end.
Let's see the flank set up by Kelly S and Poppy. Perhaps this is gonna work, but gonna get spotted by the alarm bot. Might be a bit of a dicey situation or location.
Oh, looking for the flick, looking for the knives, and Ari does manage to bring it back to a bit of parity. Crystal, Hunter's Fury online. He's been so damn good about finding eliminations with this. If he opens up and is able to find a kill, that could be enough, but double push around the back. Tara noting this, calling for some reinforcements. They now look to all face forward in towards Club. Jing able to find one. The Hunter's Fury now coming through, but does not send over towards where all of the players from PRX are at. The plant is here wide open.
Cage triggered.
It's 3v2. The cage to try to hold things down to half. The shot's now starting to ring out. Crystal does well to find one, but the defuse, is it actually going to be held? No! So very close, but just can't quite get it done. They will go ahead and find that elimination.